Hello there guys, welcome to this video. This is a quick unboxing and overview of the Corsair RM850i power supply. Now this power supply I've actually got going into my main system, and I received this as an RMA for a RM850 which developed Coil Whine and was also making strange sounds and things come out of the audio outputs on my computer, and it was just generally noisy. It developed a fault, so I sent that back, and because they didn't have any RM850s in stock, they sent me an RM850i in place of it, which is what this is here. So let's get down to it. This is still sealed in the packaging. It's a brand new unit. It's the RMi series, as I've said. It's got a 10-year guarantee. It's 850 watts. It's 80 plus gold efficiency rated. It's got USB outlet, so you can control it via a Corsair link. It's a high performance ATX power supply. You can switch between single and multiple 12 volt rails as well, so you can have one single rail or multiple 12 volt rails depending on how you want to operate it. Corsair link digital monitoring and controls, and it has Japanese capacitors. So that's the front for it. Let's have a quick look on the top here. We've got the cable information here. We've got one 24 pin, which is 20 plus 4 pins cable for your motherboard. We've then got two 12 volts. It's 8 pin, 4 plus 4 pin splittable. That's for your CPU power. As you can see, it says CPU on the side here. It has 6 PCIe cables, which are 8 pin made up of 6 plus 2. We've got 10 SATA cables. We've then got 8 peripheral cables, Molexes as they're otherwise known, and then 2 floppy drive adapter type cables. Not so many people use floppy drives now, but fan controllers and things sometimes use these because they're nice small connectors. Let's go around to the other side really quickly. We just see it's got the same little bit of information on. Let's flip it around again. Much the same on this side as well. Let's check the back out. We have high performance premium components and a low noise power supply. The fan in this unit actually in my RM850 hardly ever came on apart from under extreme gaming loads. I've got an i7 3930K and a GTX 980 in my system at the moment. The RMi series power supplies give you lower operating costs, extremely tight voltage regulation and virtually silent operation. With all Japanese 105°C capacitors, they're a great choice for high performance PCs where efficiency and reliability are essential. This is some of the languages of the same thing. We've got a efficiency curve here, so you can see where the supply is most efficient under which load. And over here, the fan kicks in at around about 340 watts. At top, when my system's under a heavy load, it draws about 500 to 540 watts, so it will lie around here. But when I'm playing other titles and not under an intense load, it's sort of in this area, so the fan is very hardly on. And if the fan does come on, it doesn't make very much noise at all. We've got a couple of pictures here of the unit as well, and some dimensions. So 150mm, which is standard power supply, by 180mm deep or long, and it's standard 86mm height. That's pretty much all that's on the box. Now let's crack this thing open quickly. There we go, we just have the Corsair box now with this seal on it. Open this. First of all, inside we've got this manual, which is in quite a few languages. A warranty guide. A mains UK IEC kettle type, as some people call them, power cable. Some silica gel, do not eat this. We've got some cable ties, or zip ties as some people call them, some screws for the power supply, and a powered by Corsair sticker, which is actually it's not plastic, it's tin or metal of some form. Here we've got Corsair bag, which I imagine contains all of our power connectors, which we'll get those out now. And in here should be the power supply, in a nice cloth bag actually. put this out of the way. Okay, let's start off with these accessories. We'll have a quick look at these. This here is the 20+4 pin motherboard connector. You can see there, that's the motherboard end. Put that at the back. We've got here one of the PCIe power connectors. You can see it plugs into the power supply on this end. This end here with the split on is for the graphics card end. So there's one of those, two of those, three of those. We've also got here what I believe is the CPU power, yep, the CPU wrote on it. That's the power supply end. This is the processor end, you can see the split in it there, depending on if you need 4 or 8 pin. We have two of those. We have here, I believe this here is the Corsair link cable. We've then also got this USB plug to header, so you can use an internal header off your motherboard to manage the power supply instead of having to run it through to a USB socket or something else. We have two Molex to floppy type connectors, converters, so you don't need to use these are what you plug on the end if you need them. We have here one of the SATA power cables. So this has got 3 SATA outlets on it. We've got another one of those with 3 SATAs on it. Another one of those, but this one's got 4 SATA outlets on it. We've got one here, which is 4 Molexes, or peripheral power supplies. And then we've got another one here, which has got 4 of those on again. So overall, this is all the connectors that you get included with this power supply, all the modular cables, and then you choose the assortment that's right for you. Let's move on to the power supply. This is the power supply unit itself in this bag, and then it's in a bag within a bag. There we go. There we can see the actual supply itself. At first I thought this sticker was wrinkled, but it isn't, it's just the pattern that they've got on it. It's a white and black theme, as you can see. The old RM850, the non-I version I had this in yellow, I believe it was, or it might have been orange. Whether this one's white. You can see the large fan there. RM850i on the other side as well. Here's the rear that will be sticking out of the case. Sound operation at low to moderate loads. In this mode the fan will not spin, that's just telling you so you don't worry about the fan if the fan isn't going on it. That's normal. There is the rear interface on the power supply. We can see it has Corsair Link Digital here. That is for the thin cable, and that's for USB straight into the power supply. I believe you can get a separate controller unit for Corsair Link, which you can use with things like the old RM series power supplies. We've got a light here, which I'm not sure whether this is a power light for the power supply or a USB activity or this fan test, something to do with that. We'll come back to that. We've got a fan test button here, which probably turns the fan on, just so you can ensure that it is working for peace of mind. I know when I first got my RM850, I was kind of nervous as to, oh, the fan's not coming on and it seems like the power supply's getting a little bit warm. But it was okay, it does eventually come on. We've got here all the peripheral and SATA connectors. We've got the 6+2 PCIe and the 4+4 CPU connectors here, which are these ones. And we've got the 20-pin ATX connector along here. So that's where your modular cables connect. So there we go. That's a quick unboxing video of the Corsair RM850i 80+ gold fully modular power supply. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please leave a like, If you've got any questions, please comment down below and I'll try and answer them. Now I'm going to install this into my system, and I'll probably make a video on that on my channel. So have a look over on my channel for that, or I'll post the link in the comments somewhere down below. Thanks for watching.